Watch Symposium. I'm Austin, and let's talk fake Rolex GMT pre-ceramic inserts. Now, this is a companion video to the last video that I made, a link in the description. I talked about, well, it was basically a comparison between the Coke and the all-black GMT Master 2 16710. After that video, I got on eBay. I was thinking, I'm going to check out inserts. Maybe I can find some originals for 20, 30 bucks. No such luck. But I did come across a fake, and I thought I would share it with you. All right, so here it is. Genuine original Rolex black and red GMT insert for model 16700. Just $149. All right, well, first red flag. The 16700 is a GMT. It's not a GMT Master 2. And that came originally on a Pepsi or a black. Okay, it never came on a Coke. A Coke is 100% GMT Master 2, and you'll never find a straight GMT with one. And if you do, that's suspect. So the title is suspect there. But is that just some confusion? Is it a GMT Master 2 original bezel insert? Well, check it out and you can see it. It's not, all right? And what's the tell? The tells are the twos at the 20 and the 22. It's almost like somebody took the top part of the 2 and pulled it out. That top part of the 2 is not perfectly aligned with the front part of the base. And you can see right here that there's a gap, and that shouldn't be there. If you look at the insert that we looked at in the last video, this is an original insert. It seems to be a replacement insert or a post 2003 insert. Thin font, no serifs, but the top of the 2 is parallel. Well, where it ends is parallel to where the front part of the base of the 2 ends. All right, so fake insert, real insert. All right, and I saw one of these inserts on a GMT Master 2, or yeah, it was probably a Master 2 here in Japan. Well, I can't remember what it was, and I can't remember if it was a Pepsi or an all black or whatever, but it had those 2s, the hooked 2s, the dreaded hooked 2s, they're known as. And my guess is that the piece was genuine, but it was fitted out with an aftermarket insert, and the pawn shop selling it just didn't realize. I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. Maybe it sold. Maybe they realized it, but I couldn't find it on Rakuten. But this gentleman selling it on eBay has it priced for $149, and it's probably not even worth $9. Now, my guess is he doesn't know he's selling a fake. If he does, shame on him. If he doesn't, well, he is, all right? But now, it's a pretty easy tell, and this is kind of like how to tell a fake Rolex if the second hand ticks. That's old school stuff, and this fake bezel insert is old school stuff. And the fakers, they're not really working on pre-ceramics anymore, from what I gather, but there are a lot of aftermarket inserts out there, and they've corrected this. So this is kind of old news, but every now and then you'll run across one of these inserts, or even a GMT with the dreaded hook 2s, and you can spot them a mile away, and that's a fake insert. Okay, let's talk the fake Economist. All right, so a couple weeks ago, I made a video about GMT prices here in Japan. Link in the description if you haven't seen that video. And prices appear to have come down a little bit on the pre-ceramic GMTs. And I don't know if that's because, of a price correction, the coronavirus situation, or just some lesser examples have hit the market. And there was a time when you couldn't buy a GMT Master 2 here in Japan for less than 1,000,000 yen, but you can now. And in that video, I made the prediction that once this coronavirus situation is finished, prices are gonna go back up. And some people jumped on me. We're gonna look at one example. And just on a side note, I don't know what kind of watches these people that are so, well, gloomy on the outlook of Rolex are into, but I suspect they're not Rolex fans. In fact, I suspect that they hate Rolex. And don't ask me why, but I think many Omega fans fall into this category, and sometimes they'll show up on my videos, and I kind of want to ask them, what watches are you into? But I suspect that it's Omega, and I kind of understand it because, look, Omega makes great watches, arguably better than Rolex in many cases. Yet Rolex watches hold their value like nothing else, and I think it pisses these Omega fans off. And they often make predictions that, Rolex is a bubble, and it's just a matter of time before you get screwed. It's not so much a prediction as a deep-seated desire to see Rolex fall from grace, because I guess it pisses them off the fact that when they buy a pre-owned Omega or a new Omega, you're going to lose money when you try to get out of it. And Rolex doesn't work like that. And I can understand their frustration and sort of their sense of injustice and their feeling that Rolex's time will come and yours will too. You're going to lose money. I get that a lot. I find oftentimes they come at these arguments like, what goes up must come down, like the nature of the Rolex market is much like physics. It was something, if it goes up, it must come down. I don't know. It seems to be a false equivalence to me. But look, there are oftentimes corrections, but I always go back to this. There's a set number of pre-ceramic watches out there, and each day something happens to one of these watches. Each day one winds up in a safe, never to be seen again, or lost in the ocean, or destroyed or hit by a car, or taken to the black market to never be seen again. And with each passing day, fewer and fewer of these 5-digit models are out there. And naturally, that's going to make prices rise. Could Rolex fall from grace? Yes, I made a video where I talked about what it would take. Link in the description. All right, that's a great video. I made it in an airport. But anyway, all right, so the fake economist. Now, again, his response to my prediction that prices will go back up once everything is taken care of, and I stand by that. But he wrote, "That was so funny. All economics are dead. Next 3 years, nobody is buying these watches. People only will sell. This is just the beginning. People like you are so ignorant and have no clue what is happening. I booked this video and will remind you at Christmas time how clever you are." Well, you don't have to. Just refer back to this video. By Christmas time, I think prices will be back to normal. Said it here, all right? Make fun of me at Christmas time. Give me a nice Christmas present of harassment if I'm wrong, but I'm stating it right here in this video. I think things will be back to normal, and prices will be back to normal, and over £1,000,000 for the pre-ceramic GMTs at Christmas time, all right? Anyway, I responded and I said basically that, look, a lot of people are going to get hit by this coronavirus situation. Some people are going to lose money. Some people aren't going to be affected much, and some people are going to make money. And the people that lose money and have to sell, they will sell their watches. But people are going to make money from this, and those people are going to be buying watches. So economics, it's not dead. Hardly the case. You can just go to Chrono24 or Rakuten, eBay. People are still buying and selling watches. But his last comment I thought was kind of interesting, and I'm going to read it to you. He said, "Your lack of knowledge is okay, but learn fast. Get any chart of any company or some country economy index. Prices never go only in one direction," which is true. I mean, things tend to sort of do this, and very few things go like this, and not for long. That's called a correction, and I'm fully on board with saying that there will and sometimes are, and perhaps we're experiencing one now, price corrections when it comes to Rolex. And this is the best part. This is why I want to talk about this guy, because he makes this kind of prediction. I love it. All right, he writes, "Year 2012 Rolex GMT Master 2 was 3,500 euro. I think that's a little low, but let's take his word for it. Now, the same watch is 8,500 euro. It is time for a price correction. Next step for Rolex GMT Master 2 is 4,500 euro. All right, you heard that right. Next step for the Rolex GMT Master 2, 4,500 euros. All right, so that's a drop in price of 50%, over 50%, half off. Look, if the GMT Master 2 pre-ceramics ever hit 4,500 yen, Omega's gone, Longines is gone, Breitling's gone. You'll probably be able to get a Speedmaster for $200. But anyway, there's some people that believe that Rolex and the bubble is just right around the corner. We're all getting screwed. We're all getting hosed. And he continues, some people will be financially hurt. Yes, people like you who know nothing about markets and economy, and this is 90% of the people on Earth. Man from Sofia, that was the guy who made that comment. And look, Ron the Shrink, anybody else who's looking to buy pre-ceramic GMT, if you want to take this guy's word for it, hold your money, because half off the GMTs right around the corner. You'll be able to get it from, what he said, 4,500 euro. My guess is you won't. You know why? Because I'll be buying them when they hit 5,000. I won't even let them get to 4,500. I can't buy all of them, right? But there are going to be people buying them up when they're hitting 7. But I guess the world could be in such shambles that they can't afford it, and so 4,500. Anyway, right around the corner, you heard it from Man from Sofia. What do you think? I kind of lose some money, but man, I'd really be able to stock up on some Rolex. I'd pick up a Milgauss probably, and then maybe Oyster Perpetual, Datejust. Why not? I mean, anyway, I'm not holding my breath. But anyway, the doom and gloom naysayers, they're always kind of entertaining. Let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.